Thank you.
Our next question will be coming from Bernard Fernandez with the Sweet Science. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I have two questions. First one is, I guess, for Stephen and also for Deontay. Stephen, other fights, I'm thinking Money Mayweather and Conor McGregor, there was a lot of hype, a lot of insults that kind of created, interest in that fight. There was some of that for this fight, before this fight. Now that these guys seem to respect each other so much, the lead into the second fight is not going to be the same. How does that alter the way that that this is hyped going in? Because they're not the same place that they were going into the first fight.
Well,
What do you? Oh, you going first?
I'll give it a shot, Deontay, and then you can you tell me you disagree. I think if you look closely at the initial press conference, the last press conference, there was mutual admiration, mutual respect, but there was an underlying current of competitiveness and desire in both fighters. So I think one of the things that this demonstrated is you don't have to hate each other. You don't want to, have to literally cut the other person's heart out and say so to have a classic fight. You can respect your opponent and even maybe outside the ring like him and still put on one of the all-time fights of all time. So I think this one, I can kick my feet up, from here on forward on this fight because, how do you sell this fight? I pick a round, pick the 12th. That's the best marketing possible. It's round 13. That's how you sell this fight. And I think it really doesn't matter what these guys say at this point, although, knowing both of them, they're going to have plenty to say. And the one thing that they are going to disagree vehemently on is who won the first fight. So there will still be mutual respect. There will be, in some instances, mutual affection for each other. But at the end of the day, each of these guys wants very, very badly to win this fight. And that is not lessened in any respect by the fact that they respect each other.
Well said. Well said. I agree with everything Stephen said. Well said. Me and Fury both love this sport, and this sport is not all about hating each other. We don't have to hate each other to fight each other. I think people get it misconstrued when we do press conferences and you see guys yelling and maybe we'll put our hands on each other at times, but it's for the promotion of the fight, but that's also the emotions that comes out of us. And when it's time to perform on that night of the fight, we're going to get the fans what they want to see. We can put, true champions know how to put things aside. We put our emotions aside, how we feel about each other as men. But when we go in that ring, we have an obligation to fulfill. We have a promise to fulfill because we promised these people that we would give our best, we would give our all, and that's what you don't have to question the best if they're going to give it their all just because they got mutual respect. You're supposed a true champion know how to love a fighter and can still go in there and fight a fighter. My dad used to say all the time, I whoop you because I love you. And it's going to be the same thing. We whoop each other because we love each other, and we do it for the love of this sport. That's what it's all based about. So it ain't no doubt in my mind, nor would it be a doubt in Fury's mind that when the second time come around, it's going to be a lot of intensity. It's going to be a lot to say still. It's going to be like probably the first promotion, although we're not going to have to do as much. But there's so many opinions, there's so many mixed emotions surrounded by the first fight that is going to bring something out of us to be able to just prove a point. The second fight is all about proving a point. Who won the first fight? And that's enough said right there. That's enough right there to get you excited, to get you motivated as the fighter that's going to be performing on that night to see this. We're still going to work our ass off in the gym. we still gonna give y'all the best fight y'all ever seen. You think the first one something? Oh my God. Can't wait for the second one. You know, it might be a trilogy if it go good as the first. But to hear it from me, you're gonna get the best of Deontay Wilder. You ain't never seen me in a boring fight. And you're gonna continue. As long as I'm a champion, you're gonna continue to see me fight as a champion.